Jon Gruden has resigned as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. This is, of course, in response to the leaked email showing Jon Gruden bashing the NFL for having women coaches and even calling Roger Goodell a You know, let's hold on that. Let's get into the nitty gritty details first. How about that before I, get my video packed up? But yeah, these emails are extremely wild, and I think a lot wilder than anyone has thought and is official. Jon Gruden has stepped down as the Raiders head coach. So what we're going to do in this video is kind of just get a little deeper into it and check out the reactions to it. And Twitter's a great place to, get a very gauged and understanding a viewpoint of this whole fallout. So let's take a look at the reactions, the factual statements, the silliness, and like I said, the seriousness of this. And before I go deeper into this, let me just say that regardless of your or my political viewpoint and this, that, or the otherwise, I'm not a guy that's gonna condone hate, but I'm also not a guy that's gonna come here and preach to you about political ways and how you should feel the way you want to feel. Or I'm gonna make some jokes about this. I'm gonna point out some facts about this, but at the end of the day, I am not here to change anyone's opinion or to chastise or do any of these things. I'm talking purely from a sports point of view and from a sports management point of view, and kind of the way that this has all unfolded. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So, as stated before, these emails were something that were very polarizing, especially when they were coming out, because, like I said, the first things were coming out was just like, they could be a little off, they could be a little tasteless, a little non-tasteful, but when you get deeper into it, these were some hateful comments. Like I said, let's read the official statement, his official resignation. I resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry, never meant to hurt anyone. Right? Take it as you will, or don't take it as you will, but that is his official resignation as a Raiders head coach. And I believe here we go, Rick Bicasia, I don't know how, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, will serve as interim head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, effective immediately. I believe that is the special teams coordinator. Yep, all as special teams coordinator right there. Gruden resignation comes in the wake of reports that he used racist, misogynistic, and anti-gay language in numerous emails over a 7-year period. So, breaking this down a little more deeper, like I said, this was something that was happening while he was while he was still working with ESPN. And these were some back and forth emails. And actually, the way these emails got out was the fact that that big sweep that here we go, right here, Eric Mirov. All the Jon Gruden emails were found during the NFL's investigation into the workplace misconduct and the toxic culture of the Washington football team. We have no written findings into what happened in Washington. There's a lot more that's missing. So that's even wilder. And I believe there's probably why he did resign, because he know that there's even more things that were said and more things to uncover. So it's scary, especially when you put this all in context. Early on, like preseason, the Raiders front office, there was a lot of resignations, just randomly, just CEOs, COOs, big time people, a part of the organization, just all retiring, one after another, and a lot of people were speculating because they potentially could be getting audited. So there's a lot of issues going on with the Raiders, and it's kind of interesting. They always do this thing, they start off great, and then somehow they just find a way to let everything implode. So let's hear Shefty real quick.
Moments ago, the Las Vegas Raiders and Jon Gruden officially parted ways. Earlier this evening, the New York Times uncovered a trail of emails dating back 7 years in which Jon Gruden had a clean sweep of offending NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, women, gays, minorities, all sorts of people. A short time ago, the Raiders owner Mark Davis arrived at the team's training facility, found Gruden, the two men met, and Jon Gruden no longer is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, Steve.
And there you go. That was the obviously the immediate reaction from Shefty there. That picture is hilarious. Here's what we know. Okay, well, that's just not tasteful, man. It's not tasteful, but that picture's hilarious. But yeah, you heard it there from Shefty. There's another meme statement. It's not looking great. It's not looking good. He is out. He is done. No more Jon Gruden in Las Vegas. But while we're here, while we've given some more details, like I said, the nitty-grittiness of it was, so Jon Gruden was, because I'm not sure if it's gonna come up here. There's a little picture where they actually had the full layout of what happened. So, in short, right, Jon Gruden, like I said, it wasn't just one type of offense. It wasn't just one type of thing. He was attacking women, homosexuals, minorities, in a lot of different ways. That's the most, I think the most interesting thing is that that's why I say that it comes off extremely hateful. You know, I'm not gonna come out and, like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to do this, but the way that he was saying these things is just, man, he was not a happy camper whatsoever. So let me see if I can find this for you guys. If not, I'll just break it down for you. I'll explain it to you. Here you go. Gruden's messages were sent to Bruce Allen, the former president of the Washington football team, and others while he was working for ESPN. In the emails, Gruden called the league's commissioner, Roger Goodell, a fai. So he called him a forgiato, a fala, the F word that cannot be F worded. That's what he called Roger Goodell. And that's just a one, right? Now, continuing on, he also called him a clueless anti-football punani. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep it as classy as possible. And said that Goodell should not have pressured Jeff Fisher, then coach of the Rams, to draft Q's, a reference to Michael Sam, a gay player chosen by the team in 2014. In numerous emails during a 7-year period ending in early 2018, Gruden criticized Goodell and the league for trying to reduce concussions. Jeez, I forgot about this part. This is kind of wild. He was fighting the league to reduce concussions. This is what I mean by completely hateful. Every single person should be offended by this. I don't care who you are. A player who had demonstrated during the playing of the national anthem should be fired. In several instances, Gruden used a homophobic slur to refer to Goodell in offensive language to describe some NFL owners, coaches, and journalists. So the thing about this whole Jon Gruden thing is you can't just say this as like a cancel culture thing, because I'm not a fan of the whole cancel culture thing and trying to destroy everything and yada yada yada. But when you look at this is clearly a guy that didn't have a lot of respect for his peers, and it didn't have a lot of respect for the things he had going on and the great position he had and that was put into place. So think about this. All the people that will defend him and say, I'm not offended by him, and I'll get into deeper why I think he offended all people. I'm not gonna tell you should be offended, but the reason that I can say this is not political in any way and no leaning is because, like I said, he attacked everybody. He was fighting against making the game safer for individuals, so literally fighting against what the players wanted, right? He was fighting against the inclusion of women coaches, so fighting against just natural diversity, right? That's just, or if you're a lady and you like football, probably feel a type of way. And if you're one of those guys, like I said, they're going to be defending him and like that. You have all right to. But the same people that would criticize the people for kneeling on the anthem, which again Gruden criticized those people heavily. Those same people would kind of be in a bad boat when you realize that Jon Gruden was cussing out his ex-boss. I mean, that's an interesting way to operate, especially when you go back into that league after saying these things about this individual. Regardless if you want to say what you want to say about Roger Goodell and what he's got going on, no comment there. But it's clear to see that, Jon Gruden found a way to offend a large scape of people. And again, this is not about political. It's not about being offended. Like I said, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't think anyone's gonna. This isn't anything that's going to, like I said, keeping this in the frame of football. You can make comments about it. Anything other than that, trying to keep it in that frame. Just the idea that you would be in this, because he was still a part of ESPN. Remember this. This isn't the Raiders' fault. This is the biggest part of this. This is an ESPN employee that was sending these things. This isn't a Raiders organization employee. This is when he was a part of the ESPN crew, right? So this is just a lack of wherewithal and lack of respect for your peers. It'd be different. It'd be a completely different story if we were looking at a guy that sent some jokes or, blah, blah, blah. He used some crazy language, old Jon Gruden. But no, this really seemed like someone who just didn't like a lot of things or had a very interesting way of putting things. And you can say that's soft, or you can say it's just kind of unprofessional, man. So the same people who want this world to be a little more, a little more blue collar, I feel like you would also be someone who respects people that respect others and that respect their peers and respect people that are a part of the whole community that you have going on. And it's clear that these emails, Jon Gruden wasn't doing that. Wasn't representing the NFL, wasn't representing the ESPN, who is the main problem and main person to blame here. He wasn't respecting himself or his football legacy, and he might have tarnished it forever. But I appreciate you for joining with me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.